Anybody seen Richie?
Big man with a badge and a gun.
Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo? Alright, y'all, we back with another episode. This time we review the Steven Seagal classic. My favorite movie, Steven Seagal movie, Out for Justice. Out for motherfucking Richie Justice. Alright, so Seagal plays a cop. His best friend, who's also a cop, gets murdered. And the murderer is one of their childhood friends, Richie, played by William Forsythe, who was a great actor as well. So Seagal spends the rest of the movie getting revenge on Richie, basically. You know, hunting down people who was connected by him. And, you know, just getting that rightful vengeance from Richie. Now, I like the fact that this was a Steven Seagal movie that it was just cut and dry, straight up vengeance. You know, it wasn't it was just him ripping through the town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the plot. I mean, this was the simplest plot I've ever seen. Basically, it was revenge. I mean, there was no love interest.
No, he was getting a divorce in this movie.
Of course, there was no love interest. There was no moral decisions he had to make. It was straight revenge.
Yeah.
I guess aptly titled Out for Justice.
So many quotables, man. He said, give me an unmarked inbox bullets.
And mind you, he's a cop. And his man, I don't know if it was a sergeant or detective, but he was like, and gave it to him.
Yep. Gave him, and he gave everything he needed to break the law.
then he only Steven Seagal can do it. He punked the mafia. He punked the mafia.
Yes, he did. He said, I never liked you.
Yeah, I never liked you. He said, why you talk to the Don like that? He's your boss, not mine. Whoa!
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Steven Seagal, all right.
But before you...
Good.
I liked this movie until I met them two knuckleheads. Then I hated it because of the way they piped it up to being a great movie. Now, to be honest...
Did we lie?
No, you didn't lie. It's not my favorite. It's up there beneath Marked for Death only because black villains. But
right.
And I love Screwface, but it's just straight in your face, hard hitting. How did he get away with that? Oh, I know, because he's Steven Seagal.
That's the only reason. Now, our last movie, Judge Dredd, we was giving props to Rico, Armand Desante, who played Rico.
Yes.
And just, played a great villain. Now we gonna shift it to William Forsythe, who played Richie. Listen, I love Richie. Richie didn't care. Richie wasn't no oil baron like the other movie. I think it's Fire Down Below. No, not Fire Down Below. On Daily Ground.
Is that the one where he was the EPA with the leather jacket?
That's Fire Down Below.
Fire Down Below. Okay, yeah, that's oil baron.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah. So he wasn't no oil baron or none. Richie was just a dude on coke who was just scary. You know what I mean? He had his little gang that ran with him. That's all Richie was. And it was Seagal versus his coked up old friend that he was, busting heads with, you know what I mean, back in the day or whatever. And, Richie was ruthless. Like Seagal was ruthless and Richie was ruthless. You know what I mean? And then having them kind of, that climax of them meeting head to head, you know what I mean, was like, it was great, man. He told Richie father, tell him to get a lawyer. And if he gets a lawyer and turns himself in, then he'll go to jail. But if he doesn't get a lawyer, and I meet him first, I'm gonna kill him. And then he just walked away from Richie dad like that. Yo, come on, man. Stakes was hot and Bobby was dirty.
Yeah, Bobby was dirty. He found out later Bobby was dirty, but that still didn't stop him.
Bobby was dirty.
That didn't deter him from still killing Richie.
Right, it didn't stop him.
Because he had no intentions of arresting Richie. Richie was dead.
Yeah,
Richie was dead. He had no intentions of bringing him in.
Yep.
None. I mean, it's a part of Brooklyn I've never seen, but once again, it's the 90s.
This movie had a lot of stuff, man. I'm wearing the beret and the leather jacket in honor of the god Seagal, who ripped through those Brooklyn streets.
I'm drinking Crown Royal Vanilla in honor of the Mafia, who basically said, you know what, Richie got. Steven got this. He got this one.
When they shot up the Mafia people that came to get Richie, you know what I mean? And then there was no other retaliation after that.
But that was because that was near the end.
Yeah.
That was near the end. Because once he found out, it was on and popping.
Yeah.
What he say to him? He told him when his other Mafia friend came and arrived late, he was like, "What's going on?" He took the dude's gun, shot it and said, "Yo, let the Don know you did a good job." You know what I mean? Because he was going to kill him anyway, you know? And he's like, "Yo, let the Don know you did a good job." But what's the Mafia? You know what I mean? They couldn't hit the dude. They was traveling in 3s and 4s, but he was. I guess he was excommunicated, kicked out or whatever.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They couldn't fuck with him because his people was loyal, which I don't understand why these motherfuckers was loyal to him like that. Like this dude was killing his own people.
You gotta enjoy these prime Seagal movies where his athleticism, quote unquote, was still there. Like, they fighting the meat shop. You know what I mean? Chop the dude hand, fighting the meat shop. Richie's fight in the end. The pool hall fight. You know what I mean? The car chase.
He said, my man said, don't do that. You're not a bad guy. You're not a bad guy. You're not a bad guy.
He said,
stop.
Richie was so high.
He was.
And out his mind when they was doing the car chase. And he was like, what the fuck you doing, man? You gotta lose this guy. You gotta lose. He said, I can't. This guy's good, Richie. And then when they kept complaining, Richie pulled the gun on his boy and said, you better fucking lose this guy. You better fucking lose this guy. And I was like, Richie will, listen.
Which I didn't understand that. Why was he running from him? Did he just want to have his last night before he faced him?
He had spots that he wanted to hit before he got the Gino.
Okay.
Because he knew Steve Seagal name in this movie is Gino Felino.
Spoiler alert, because I didn't know this. Steven Seagal is Jewish?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody that thought he was Italian or something like that, sorry. I was one of those people. I thought he was. And like I said, then I found out he was a Jewish boy. It's like, well, damn. I guess you couldn't sell that market-wise. I mean, maybe I don't know.
He was perpetrating a scam in his whole life.
But I think they handled it. I'm saying this now, and I'll get roasted for it later. It's a very entertaining movie. It's a great movie. I don't think there's any part of the movie that I could have been like, you know what? I could have done without that. Maybe the whole dog situation, but I don't know if they did. I don't know if they did that to show his lighter side, his human side. But he still attacked the dude.
Yeah, kicked him in the balls.
Yeah, and then he had the dog piss on him.
Yeah.
Like and
Vicky,
he forgot. He mentioned it earlier. He was in the midst of divorce. His man Bobby dies. Bobby Lupo, right?
Yeah.
Bobby Lupo gets gunned down, and an hour and a half later, he on the boardwalk with his wife. They must have patched things up.
They must have.
So a couple murders and ripping through Brooklyn, and she said, "You know what? Gino's a good guy."
And they never disclosed why they was getting a divorce.
Oh well, they kind of enlightened. He didn't talk. He didn't open up. He spent too much on the job.
Oh,
the same typical bullshit. Like you know what you was marrying. Why? That's a whole other topic.
The movie starts out with Gino, Steven Seagal, throwing a pimp through a car windshield. That's how they open the movie.
And because he went too fast, it was a stakeout.
Yeah.
But Gino having the heart that he said, I'm not gonna let this prostitute get beat like this.
Yes.
So he comes and beats up the pimp.
Hoes get regulated within 5 minutes of the movie.
5 minutes in the show. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't even know Bobby Lupo. You don't know the significance of him because he's at the market eating an apple.
Yeah.
His wife and kids go in the joint.
Yeah.
And this dude, what's his name?
William Forsythe. Yeah.
He comes up, walking, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
Throws the picture on him, and walks away, broad daylight.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, we about to be in some shit right here. And he mentioned the car chase. The whole movie was a car chase.
Yeah.
The whole movie was a car. Yo, when you tell, like you said, when you tell a man, your son better get a lawyer, I'm gonna kill him.
Right.
While the mother's crying.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a shit.
She knew as soon as he walked in the door. She knew it was a rap.
His younger brother, you'll see about him later on.
Oh, man.
Younger brother tried to act bad. He punked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then he told the sister, "You was never really that good."
Woo! Hold on, wait. Let's do the last of justice. So Richie's sister she ran a club slash. She had waitresses that was hoes, so she was like, they was, club slash prostitution type thing. Anyway, so Gino came and busted up her office or whatever. She's like, what are you doing? You messing up my stuff? He's like, I want to know where Richie is. Busted up, boom, boom. So he kept doing it. And she said, what? She's like, how's this go, Gino? I'm supposed to give you a little head in the corner, you forget about it. He said, come on, Patty, you were never that good. That's what he said.
Didn't he arrest her?
That's what he said. Yeah, did he arrest her?
And not only did he arrest her, Pops came,
yeah,
and he arrested the Pops,
yeah,
for interfering with him finding his son to kill him.
Yep.
And they was like, yo, Richie, Gino, you going too far. He said, no.
Yep.
No. You knew what it was. You knew what it was. You knew the path he took. You know he going.
He said, I told you I was not kidding. So yeah, he had lines for days, man. He said, he pointed at the girl. He said, which one? He said, the one over there with the nipples you can dial the phone with. Your boy.
You gotta give it to him.
Who?
You gotta give it to him at the end with the bullet running out of bullets and the pain.
Oh, listen. Are you talking about? I used to tell this dude. I said, dog, you don't understand how great this movie. Richie in the final battle. Richie and Gino, they shooting at each other. Boom, 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 boom. Richie run out of bullets. He come out on some surrender shit, like it's still a game. He come out. What you gonna do, Gino? I'm all out of bullets. Gino then empties his gun and says, that's a shame. Those bullets could have saved you a lot of pain. What you would think would be the end. Richie on cold, you can't stop Richie. He won up. He said, oh yeah? Well, I like pain. And then he ran straight at him. And then the fight began. Man, out for justice, man. I love this movie, man. I love Out for Justice. Richie got hit with a frying pan, a rolling pin. He did that move you did. He did that on him. He hit him with the refrigerator door.
He used Richie to hit the shit.
Damn, we ended it off pretty good too.
We can do it again.
All right.
We start from the beginning.
Yeah, it's recording. Yeah, it's recording.
No, I mean we started from the very beginning.
Yeah, just bring right from the top. Okay. Yep. All right, don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right, y'all, we back with another episode. This time we reviewed Out for Justice, the Steven Seagal classic. The classic Steven Seagal movie. Now, this is a movie that I always liked this Steven Seagal movie because it was more direct. You know what I mean? I mean, he tried in the later ones to be like environmentalist and all this other stuff, but this was just Seagal out for revenge. I mean, well, hell, Hard to Kill was like that.
Well, no, his earlier works,
his
earlier works, it was strictly revenge. Later on, he was brought in as a moral compass, if you will.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is about Steven Seagal, who plays Gino Felino, who's writing these names. He plays Gino, a cop who has his partner murdered. His partner happens to be his best friend Bobby. And the guy that murders them is a guy they grew up with, Richie, played by William Forsythe. So basically, Steven Seagal spends the whole movie hunting Richie down to avenge his best friend's death. Now, there's some intricacies in that. You know what I mean? So the mob is at play. Bobby was dirty. And Gino's going through a divorce at this time. So they trying to make all these elements, you know, in addition to the revenge, so it's a whole lot of emotion or whatever.
But it's funny,
it don't really come.
The whole movie is strictly revenge. I mean, all that stuff stuff you mentioned was not dire to the plot or the movie because it was revenge. I mean, from the jump, it's revenge.
Yeah.
It's not revenge. Well, why? It's not revenge, but it's not revenge. It's wrong. It's revenge. And he was going to get it. He was going to get it.
Give me an unmarked and a box of bullets. That's all he has. Give me an unmarked box.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cop, people.
Yeah.
He's a cop. I don't know.
Alpha Justice has a bunch of standout scenes in my opinion. The butcher shop, he was killed. Oh man, I forgot about this. When Richie was recruiting people, and he said, you got the ball.
Yeah.
You know, he said, I got the ball. He said, you got the ball again. Richie pulled out a knot for him. He said, now you got the bread. And they threw the bread at him. And then they looked, he said, oh shit, it's Gino.
And then they hopped in the car and started driving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Standouts, man. And that's the thing, man. This was Steven Seagal. He was beating people in all types of ways. He was cocky. He was challenging old people. You know what I mean? He mushing people.
Well, they said he punked the mafia. I mean, he literally punked the mafia and told the Don, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do it my way. I don't care." Because they say he's your people. He run with you.
Yeah.
He got the mafia saying, "No, he not with us." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then, like I said, once again, people emphasize he's a cop. So he's going around killing people and, you know, arousing people. Everything that a cop is not supposed to do. Like it's
he was a savior in this movie. Remember how they talk? Nobody knows the neighborhood like you, G.
But he wasn't a savior though. That's what I'm saying. Like they tried to make him out a savior, but it was still straight revenge. He wasn't doing it for the hood. Yeah, he was doing it because Bobby was killed. What was his name again? Richie. Richie. Why did Richie kill Bob? That's all he wanted to know.
Yeah.
That's all he wanted to know. I mean, and this is something, he didn't shy away from the tough, not questions, but the tough moments in life. Like every time, you know, if your sister does you wrong, but you really love your sister, you might not want to have that conversation with her because it's your sister and you love her. But in this movie, he told Bobby's wife Bobby was dirty. Yeah. He told Richie's parents, I'm gonna kill him if I see him. Yep. He told Richie's brother, you's a bitch, and if your brother come around and you help him, I'm gonna kill you too. Yep. Then he called Richie's sister a hoe. Gino didn't care. Yep. He didn't care. And I'm like, yo. And the sad thing about it is, I actually liked this movie until I met them two Bammers. You know, the other, shout out to Russ. And the way they piped it up, it was like, man, fuck this movie. He ain't that good, you know. But I have to admit,
this movie is a great movie.
It's one of the movies where it's like, you know what, you're just gonna sit back and there's gonna be a lot of action. You don't have to sit there and worry about, damn, who am I gonna side with? Yeah. Because they were both crazy. Yeah. But one of them was control crazy. Yeah. The other one was just coked out crazy, as you said. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you said, the movie started off with Gino interrupting I guess a prostitution ring. Yeah, yeah. Because one of the prostitutes was getting smacked up. Yeah. So he jumped the gun and then threw the pimp through the windshield. Yep. Now mind you, the pimp swung at him and everything. But he knew him by name. It wasn't like, yo, who are you, dumb cop? He said, Gino, you motherfucker. Yeah. And then he threw
him right through the joint. Then the title screen came on.
Yo, I'm getting the pimp said, Gino, you motherfucker. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It was like, it had so many standout moments to me of just carnage and just not caring. He didn't care. He didn't care. The focus was, why did you kill Bobby? Well, that was actually the sub-focus. Yeah. The focus was killing Richie. Yeah. Sub-focus was in the process of killing Richie. Maybe I'll find out, you know, why Bobby did. But Bobby was dirty. You know what I mean? So, you know, Bobby had his own, you know, thing going on or whatever. And you know, that was a problem. Richie shot the wheelchair dude.
He shot the woman.
At the light?
Yeah, he shot the woman.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He shot there. I mean, he was just shooting people just to shoot people. You know what I mean? It was crazy. Like, you couldn't be on Richie's side. Now, you could like Richie,
right?
But you couldn't feel like, yo, I like the last one, Judge Dredd. I rock with Armand. I think he was actually fun. I think he had a good idea about the way society, because it just wasn't looking out. But this one, you couldn't be with Richie unless you was just hyped up on coke as well. Yeah. There was nothing about Richie that said, you know what? Richie got a point. No, Richie had no point. Yeah. Richie had no. But you want to tell him why he killed Bobby?
Go ahead.
He killed Bobby because Bobby was sleeping with the same prostitute he was. You hear what? He killed Bobby because Bobby was sleeping with the same prostitute that he was. And who told Richie? Bobby's wife. She said, I didn't know Richie was going to do that. What the fuck you think Richie was going to do?
Once again, you trick ass simps and you trick ass bitch. Y'all did it again. Bobby was getting his on the side or whatever. The wife had a problem. She tells a kid, like they never grew up with Richie and nothing like that. They said Richie was like that since he was a kid.
She tells the mafia dude, yo, my husband's messing with your mistress.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to confront Bobby. What? Like I said, what she... Yo, like, you know what, now I think back, I'm glad Gino said Bobby was dirty to her face. I'm glad Bobby disrespected her.
I'm glad he went through her purse.
Yeah, it's like, yo, are you stupid?
Polaroids.
What, did you not think Richie was going to do that?
Right.
I think about it, it's like, yo, wow.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that.
Sitting there thinking about all this could have been avoided if she had just confronted her husband, and if she had done like everybody else was doing in the movie, confronting their problems, none of that would have happened.
Alpha Justice has now became, in my mind, I think it is licensed marriage counselor that I am. I think I'm gonna start making people watch Alpha Justice. I'm gonna start making couples watch Alpha. This is how bad it can be. Don't dime me out if he getting this little whatever. Don't dime me out. Confront him and talk about it. Communication is key. Yes. Otherwise,
or leave. Or otherwise, he gonna die. Yeah. Somebody gonna kill him. And then you got a ruthless, reckless cop running through the neighborhood,
right?
Killing a whole bunch of people, fighting a whole bunch of people when it's none of it's necessary.
Man, I didn't even think about it like that, man.
I just did it. Richie's wife was the whole reason why all this. I mean, thank you because it was entertaining. Richie's wife, right? I mean, Bobby's wife. But
yeah. Damn.
All that could have been avoided if she had just said, Bobby, why are you cheating on me? Why are you messing up the marriage? And gone through counseling or left him. No, she said, let me tell the psychotic, deranged mafia guy. Okay.
Richie was probably psycho when she was telling him that.
No, she didn't tell him.
What you mean?
She sent him the pictures.
Oh, damn.
He dropped, once he killed him, he dropped the picture on his chest.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal was like, yo, you pulled this off of him. Yeah. She didn't even confront Richie. She said, oh, I got these pictures, mail them to Richie.
Yeah.
Richie didn't know where they came from.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what she think Richie was going to do? Beat him up? Richie crazy.
The wife murdered Richie.
No, the wife.
I mean, Bobby. Yeah. The wife murdered Bobby. She murdered Bobby. She says, now in the movie she said, I didn't know he was going to do that, but let's be real. Yeah. She wanted Bobby to pay for hurting her. Yes. And she went that far. Yes. Damn, man.
Hitman for hire with no money being exchanged.
Yes.
She knew Richie would be enraged like that and do something. Maybe she didn't fathom he would go that far because he's a cop. But Richie's crazy. So Richie that badge means nothing.
And y'all grew up with him.
Yeah,
y'all know how crazy
Richie
been crazy
since jump.
So
been crazy since jump.
So Seagal, you need to do Alpha Justice 2, where you arrest Richie, Bobby wife.
Too late.
You get him out of there.
Too late.
What you mean too late?
Because Steven Seagal been accused of sexual assault and everything. This just ain't gonna work out.
It ain't stopping him from fighting zombies.
Yeah, but it's fighting zombies and allegedly, murdering bad people. He can get away with it. But
in the Vinnie Jones movie, he broke up a prostitution ring or a slave ring or whatever the case in the Vinnie Jones movie while he was being, you know what I mean? In real life, he was in. But in his movies, he breaking up slave rings and all this other stuff.
You can't do Alpha Justice 2 because then it doesn't fit who Gino is.
What do you mean?
I don't even think Gino had handcuffs.
So don't call it. So it's not out for justice. It's out for revenge. Justice would be getting Bobby's wife, getting, you know what I mean, making sure everybody, that the mob and all this other stuff. But like you said, he wasn't concerned with none of that. He wanted them to die. He wanted Richie to die.
He wanted Richie to die. So I mean, yeah. No, but she got hers anyways.
Yeah.
She was out of father. She ain't, she was out of husband. Kids was out of father.
If they can do a Joker backstory,
I'd watch it.
That's what I'm saying. I would do Richie. I would do Richie. I'm doing Richie and Rico. Richie and Rico. Can you imagine Richie and Rico was in the movie together?
I don't know how that would work out.
What do you mean?
Unless Richie would be okay with being a number 2.
That's the beauty of it, though. Neither one of them is like, you understand what I'm saying? Their personalities are not number 2 personalities.
I know, but if you look at the dynamic, I don't think Richie was smart enough to be a number 1, but Rico was.
Right.
So
but
Richie would.
That's what I'm saying.
They fight each other. I don't want them to fight each other.
That's the whole. You got to make the story so that they'll be able to focus their energies towards something. But they'll be going at each other while they'll be. You know what I mean? I wonder if they ever did a movie. I have to look that up and see if they ever did a movie together. Because that's not, you tag them in it anyway. But yeah, that's a good, but once again, this is another 90s action movie that survives because of, obviously good action and stuff, but the villains ain't corny, dumbass villains.
Yeah. This
is how you make it when your villain is compelling.
Yeah.
Rico compelling. Richie compelling. Who was the in American Ninja? You had no American Ninja, we hot on your ass, American Ninja. You drive, man, I want to hear it.
Yeah, that. And it was simple, too. It was simple. Out for justice. It's a simple story.
Right.
It's not complex. It doesn't make you think. As much as Judge Dredd is up in the air, Judge Dredd had a little plot twist and everything like that, but it's still simple.
Right.
It's still simple. I mean, you get down to the nitty gritty. It's a simple story. It's I don't want to say good versus evil. It was crazy versus less crazy.
Right.
And that's what makes good action. I'll say this, you don't want Jesus versus the devil because he's all good, he's all bad.
Yeah.
It just clashes. If you got the devil versus Damien, that's shit. Who gonna top who?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what makes good action. You got crazy versus crazier versus craziest.
Yeah.
We don't want that simple. We don't want nothing simple. We don't want good shit. No. If I need my action, if you need to blow that house up, blow that house up. Don't think about it. Just blow it up. We'll deal with the consequences during the credit or during reviews. But during the movie, blow the house up. We ain't got time for you to sit up there and think about how's it going to affect the person's insurance. How's it going to affect the person's life. No, blow the house up. We'll deal with that later. Go ahead.
I think you don't. It's not one of these. People say you gotta shut your brain off and watch these movies. You don't. You gotta accept them for what they are. And then you can watch them all day, but you just gotta accept these movies for what they. You don't come in here looking for Shakespeare, that don't come in here looking. This is a revenge story that's very light on script.
Very light on script.
It's very light on script, heavy on shotguns and all this other stuff.
Heavy on action.
And that's what you just gotta go at. It's a Seagal classic. You know what I mean? They say Under Siege is like the peak. His peak or whatever. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I don't think maybe for budget reasons because he's on a ship.
Yeah, that was like the blockbuster.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't think no, not at all. Because I found Under Siege is not in my top 5 Seagal movies. You know what I mean? I think there are a few more entertaining Seagal
movies. But you know what
though?
That's another one though where the villain was
Tommy Lee Jones
and
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. They were entertaining villains. Once again, that's what we get away with. Stop trying to make these villains likable by making them do good things. Make them villains and people will like them. I know that sounds awful, but people will like them for their craziness.
Right backs on this shit? So yeah, man, that was the whole Casey Ryback saga. We didn't get on that yet, but yeah, man, this is Out for Justice, man. Check it out. It's a good movie, man.
Yes. I would definitely sit down and watch it if it came on TV.
Yeah. It's one of those, man. And so we'll catch you next time, man. You know, grab a drink and just tune in to what we got cooking next.
Yes.
See y'all later.